Today we'll talk about the 5 things I've done to become a profitable trader. Get ready for some aha moments, some realizations, some things that will change your trading. Maybe not so much, a lot of them you will know, but it's a good reminder to do them. And some of them are going to be things that I've never talked about so much before, so you're in for a pretty good trading advice video. Let's dive right in. Alright, so I don't want to waste your time. Let's get into these things. And I want you to, before we go and finish this video, comment below with the one thing that you need to work on the most in regards to these 5 things I did to become profitable. These are things that will apply to all kind of traders, all kind of market conditions, all kind of trading style. It's going to be all the same thing. So comment below with which one of these 5, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that you need to apply the most. First thing I did to become profitable in trading is to stop strategy jumping. And that's a big issue with people who are getting in the market, finding a strategy, then they trade it for a couple of days, see the results not working out, they have a few losers, and then they quit, say, oh, it's never going to work, I'm going to try something else, this is stupid, this strategy sucks, let me find a better one online. They go back online, find a new one, and then they go back and trade it again in the market without testing anything. They realize the same thing, well, this strategy doesn't work out, I took 3 trades in a row that were losers, it sucks, it's stupid. Or then they put all their eggs into one basket, meaning they will increase their risk on trades, to make the money back they lost with the first system. So they go all in with that second strategy, and then they lose more money. They say, oh, this sucks, I'm going to go back on YouTube, find a new strategy. Then they repeat that cycle again. It's the same thing if you were to like change your girlfriend every couple of days. Like that doesn't make any sense. It might make sense for some people, but they're never really going to be happy. They always find problems to that thing that they want to change. Then they always change it as a result of that. It becomes a habit to strategy jump, go from one thing to the next, one thing to the next, and then there's no way to really get out of it except to accept that nothing will be perfect, that all strategies will have imperfections, all strategies will have losing trades, and the only thing you can do is find a strategy, test it out, make it better over time, and learn to improve it as you go forward. Learn to trade it by respecting your plan, and learn to improve it as you move forward and as you find some more things and ways to make it better. Now, the second thing I've done to become a profitable trader, this one was a big one for me, is I started to accept losing money. Now, if you are new to trading and you want to make money in trading really quickly, like you have an urge to make money because you have to pay your bills, or just because you put pressure on yourself to perform in trading, you put pressure to achieve goals, you put some pressure to get profitable before 2022 ends, for example, then you get to a point where it's really hard to accept losing money. It's really hard to accept a week where you blow $500 or even like $1,000. Even if it's a small risk for you, it's hard to accept that. And the thing with trading is that there's no way to get money from trading without losing money in the first place. You gotta lose some money, you gotta win some, you gotta lose some, you gotta win some, and hopefully your wins will be bigger than your losses. But unless you can accept that you will lose money first, you cannot make any money. Same thing happened to me many times in the past, where even more recently, a few years back during COVID, I had some really good runs with my trading. I've done some profits in a month I've never done before. And it forced me to think, oh, this is really good. I'll stop trading for that month. I'll wait till next month comes around. Then I'll start trading again because I made a really good run here. I don't want to lose it, of course. And I deserve a small vacation. So let me stop trading for a while. Let me get back next month to trading. And the thing with that is that next month when I would come back to the market, I would be afraid of losing money and losing that good run I was on in the past. So because of that, I didn't want to get in the market. Didn't want to take trades because I was, in my mind, risking money that I've made, that I've earned, to then get back in the market. So I was risking having a losing month next month. And I didn't want that because I was, according to my mindset, a winner from the past month. So it took me a long time to be able to get back in the market correctly. And of course, that month I had was a loser. But once I began to work with the coach, accept that I was going to lose money first, perhaps. I was going to have maybe even a losing month if I had to have a losing month before I make my profits back, before I build my account back. Then once I begin to accept this, then I'm able to get more consistent, take the trades that I need to take. No matter what the outcome is, I'll still take them. I'll still be in the trades. And I'll let the market do what it wants with my trades. That's fine. I just follow my plan, go back in the market, trade what I need to trade. And then I'm not looking at the outcome as really a performance of me. I'm looking at the outcome of my trades as they're just the outcome. Could be winning or losing, but it doesn't matter to me because I look at the long-term perspective of my own trading. So you got to accept losing money first to be able to hopefully make money in the future. Okay, number 3, I kind of mentioned it here quickly, but this is very much in line to what I was talking about of I began to make money trading once I was able to detach my trade outcome, my trade results, from my self-worth. And a lot of people are stuck in that cycle. They have a losing week, they feel like shit. They have a good week, they feel like kings. They feel like so victorious. and then they have a tough week, they feel again like shit, then they're stuck in that cycle. And think about the fact that someone who does this like once in a while, every week, that's fine. But someone who's in a streak of like a losing trader, who's learning to trade 1 year in the market, has some good trades, some bad trades, but like overall is losing money. How will they feel if they attach their self-worth to their trade outcome? They'll feel bad, of course, they'll feel like losers. Then when they go around their families, when they have opportunities for a job, when they have opportunities to find investors for trading, they'll feel like losers. And that's not good. Of course, that's not good. So we need to be able to find a way to detach our self-worth, meaning how we feel about ourselves, from our trade results. It doesn't matter. Whether you have a losing week or a winning week in the market, you should still feel the same. Whether you have a winning trade or a losing trade, you should feel exactly the same. Of course, there can be always some like small differences here. You might not feel good after a losing week. You might feel like you want to do some more work to get back ahead, to get back on track. But in most cases, in general, you should try to feel even. You have a good trade, feel a little bit okay. You have a good trade, feel a little bit good. You have a bad trade, feel a little bit bad. That's all right. But then get back to even. Get back to your mindset that's stable to be able to be in the market and take the right trades. That took me a long time to understand, but once I did it, I was able to put my self-worth aside. My self-worth is this, and I'm happy about myself, about my results, my achievement. I'm confident about my own lifestyle, and I love what I do around it. Then my trading is this year, and one will not affect the other. They are two separate things that I don't combine together. That's the goal. Alright, my fifth change here is going to be a big one that I hope you'll make also in the future. But let me just get to the fourth one first because we go in order. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth change I've made in my own trading in the past to become profitable is making a plan to grow, making a growth plan. I've talked about this in a recent video, which I'll leave a link over here in the corner, which you can watch anytime you want. That video talks about how to treat your own trading like a business, and it's very crucial. And I talk about making a growth plan, what you got to put in your growth plan with an example with my own template. And you should be doing the same thing with your own trading. You should have a plan of what are your weaknesses now, kind of like a SWOT analysis. Michael Tama, who's in one of my program, Michael Tama is a really good risk management expert, also professional trader managing pretty big funds. He talks a lot about this. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses now in your own trading? What are your opportunities, things you could improve? And what are your threats? So things that could hurt your trading in the future. Obstacles or challenges. If you put this in place, then you're able to find out where you are exactly. And then you can make a plan on how you're going to become better. You know where you're at, what your challenges are, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, and then you can make a plan to improve them over time. And same thing should go with things you want to learn. Maybe you have a passion for some kind of training style, or some kind of tools in the market that you want to learn more about. That could be part of your growth plan. You put this in your plan to be able to learn and practice and improve on. And then you spend maybe a month, maybe 3 months of the year to learn that one thing and master it. Now, it's a plan that you do to really be able to master stuff. So you don't like want to learn 10 things at once. You want to learn only things that can help you get better results and focus on these things until you get better results yourself. But having that plan is crucial to know exactly where you're heading. You have a direction to go through, and you can start to then go in that direction and become better. People who don't have any plan to grow tend to stay around the same level. And in trading, if you stay at the same level, you're not going to get very far. You're probably going to go down in skill over time. Just because the market changes, you got to be able to adapt. And you got to be able to stay on top of your edge to make money in the market. So try to make that plan to grow. It could be simple as like a one page that you do yourself, or you can use my template, which I'll leave below the video also over here. And you can check out that video here in the corner about trading as a business, which is very crucial. All right, and then we get to the fifth thing I changed to become a profitable trader, big one over here. And that is I started to create a team around my trading. Now you'll say, well, how come you have a team on your own trading? You should be trading by yourself. You have to chart by yourself all day. You're at home and you pajama or whatever, and you should be trading by yourself. How come you're going to have a team around it? Like, what are you going to use that team for? Well, it's very crucial here. It's a big aspect. Now, it's very hard to get to success alone. I've seen this myself in the past. I used to do all by myself. Try to do the back test, try to do the trading, try to do the journaling, try to improve by myself, try to read books by myself. And it gets to a point where you have a lot on your plate and you're wasting a lot of time and you're kind of like your own bottleneck in the sense that you cannot improve unless you put in the work, unless you're there, unless you put in some efforts. And it just takes more time to do everything because then you got to be there to do everything yourself. You're kind of like a bottleneck in your own business, basically, which is not good. So what I've learned to do over the past 3 to 4 years is create a business around my trading, but also get a team that can help me. And a team could be as simple as having a coach, could be as simple as having a coder, could be as simple as having a good accountant to help you with your taxes for trading, could be as simple as having someone who does your research, someone who can do your back test on your behalf, perhaps, or someone who can insert emails for you, someone who's able to save you time in some ways that you don't want to do yourself. And that's very crucial because then you can focus on things you're actually good at and things you actually enjoy and want to work on. So this time I'm gonna buy a new VPS, like a virtual computer for my own trading to be able to run my algos. I could do it myself, could go on the website, could buy it. I could then try to set it up myself. Maybe I'll make a few mistakes because I'm not so good in that. And it would just be a whole mess experience. Or I can have someone in my team who works for me, who I've worked with in the past, who can help me set it up. He will buy it for me, for example. I'll pay for it, of course. He will then set it up for me with the right parameters. He'll maybe install the right software for it on it. Then it's going to just run. Then I can just plug my account to it, add my scripts, and then run my strategies there on this VPS, this virtual computer. Now that's a lot simple. I don't enjoy creating a VPS. I don't enjoy setting things up online like this. I could be using that time for something else. And I would much rather do that than be at this VPS thing. So this is why a team is important. Same thing with having a coach. Like, you know, a coach is good. Now, you don't need to have a coach like 24/7 all the time for your own trading. You don't need to be in a trading room, but that coach can be someone you go to whenever you need it. Whenever you have a tough time, a thing you're not sure about, something you want to improve, but you don't know how to improve it, go to that coach and ask questions. It can be as simple as that. You have a team around you who can help support your growth, and you don't have to do everything by yourself, which is very good for becoming a better trader. So learn to focus on what you're good at, learn to focus on what you like, then over time try to delegate the rest, have a team around you to support you and make you better. And that's the whole thing of treating your trading like a business. So check out that video next over here to learn how to treat your trading like a business, how to set things up in place to be able to manage your trading better, work on your development, become better over time, and hopefully make more money and gather some more capital. Check out that video for sure. Don't forget to subscribe if it's not done yet. Make sure you are commenting below this video with your number one tip from this one, what you're going to actually work on, what you want to implement from this video. And I'll catch you back here in my next video on YouTube pretty soon. Ciao.